Thank you so much for joining me today. As I mentioned prior to our meeting, we're just trying to provide a little bit more information about the universities that our students are interested in. So first of all, would you mind telling us a little bit about yourself and the institution that you work for?
Okay, yeah, so my name's Jonny Jenkins. I'm the International Regional Manager for the Middle East and Africa at York St John University. I'm still relatively new at the university. I've been there since January, so about 5 months or so. So my role is basically to help students from all over the Middle East and Africa achieve their dream of coming to study in the UK. So it's my job to help you from just, general questions, support you through your application, providing you with any information that you need to, welcome you here in September.
Thank you for that. So are all the courses at the university open for international students?
Yeah, they all are. All of our courses are available to international. So that's everything from foundation courses all the way up to postgraduate and PhD.
Oh, that's really cool. That's awesome. Okay. So in relation to the current climate, what do you think are some of the major effects that coronavirus has had on universities in Britain?
I think it's opened our eyes a lot, really. We've had to explore new ways of teaching. Universities are can be quite traditional in a way. I know at York St John we're always trying to find new ways to teach and new ways to move forward. But I think this has forced a lot of universities' hands in terms of now creating digital content and online learning. And I think that's good in terms of, especially internationally as well, because it means that content is out there, so we can do more online courses, more distance learning, which I think is probably the way forward. But it's good that universities are looking into it and progressing that way. Obviously, one of the key things when you go to university in the UK is you want to have that campus feel and have all that student on campus and see everyone. And it's disappointing that we're not able to do that at the moment. But with the way things are going, it's looking good at the moment. So fingers crossed we can get back to something that's nearly normal in the next year or so.
Definitely. So what's the plan for York St John's after this is kind of hopefully passed?
We focus on practical and teaching methods and kind of small classroom sizes. The majority of our teaching is delivered in seminars, tutorials, practicals, workshops. We don't have a lot of the big traditional lectures with 100 students crammed into one room. So because of that, when we come to September, we are able to continue most of our teaching as normal, just with social distances measures put in place. So we can still have our seminars and our workshops and our practicals just with our students spaced out. The only thing that is getting replaced with online teaching is our lectures, because obviously we cannot fit 100 students in the room and still apply social distancing rules. So because of that, they will be now online. So in terms of teaching going forward, that's how we're going to do it. Lectures will be online, but everything else will continue to be on campus in person. In terms of students actually coming to the UK and getting here, obviously there's lots of rules at the moment. So at the moment, what we're doing is we're recommending students arrive 2 weeks before term starts to Manchester Airport, and we will pick you up from there for free. We offer a free pickup service, and then we'll take you back to York, and you'll be able to quarantine in our student accommodation for 2 weeks, and that 2 weeks of accommodation will be completely free. So we'll pick you up from the airport for free, you'll stay in our accommodation for free, and we will also provide you food packages for those 14 days as well.
That's really good to know, so thank you for that. So let's move on then. So as you know, our work is Afrocentric, so is there any work in the pipeline with your institution that is trying to attract more African students or to diversify the intake for 2020 to 2021?
A lot of work is going into not only increasing the amount of African and international students at the university, but also supporting them and making sure they have a good time when they're at the university as well. My role specifically is to get more African students at York St John University. I'm working with lots of great people, lots of great companies like Find Admission to help me do that and succeed with that. So my role is basically to make what you just said happen. And also in terms of when they're here, we've got in our terms of our student union, so the body of students that make sure that runs everything for our students, we've now got an international officer, we've got a BAME officer, in place now as well, who will be responsible for making sure there's suitable activities and suitable support for our international African students.
And then obviously in light of the recent events in US and all over the world actually, does the university stand by the Black Lives Matter movement?
Yeah, they definitely do. So we've, as a university, we realised we need to do a bit more than just say, yes, we stand by it. I think everyone needs to realise that they haven't been doing enough, because if they'd been doing enough, this wouldn't be a problem in the first place. So not only has York St John University said they stand by the Black Lives Matter, we've actually in the last 2 weeks released a statement about our action plan as to what we're going to do to kind of review and change going forward. Because like I said, if we've been doing it right, it wouldn't be a problem at the moment, but it is a problem. So we've, and you can see on our website, we've released our plan of action to, review what we're doing and change what we're doing to make us better.
That's great. So finally then, our students, I think, would love to know more about what life is like at York St John's. So would you mind telling me a little bit about the culture and the spirit of the university?
Our campus is right in the centre of York. We're literally across the road from the York City walls. You can see the Minster from the university. It's a fantastic place to learn in one of the most beautiful cities in the north. York in recent years has been voted the safest city. It's been voted the best city to live in and the best northern city. So it's a great place to be. It's a great place to live, and to be able to study, in the centre of it, in the middle of everything that's going on. It's a really good opportunity for students.
Mm-hmm.
As I said before, we try to create a kind of like a community feel, like a family feel. The campus itself is it's relatively small. Everything is nice and close together. You can walk from end to end in 5 minutes. So everyone is kind of close and nearby, and you're going to see the same faces every single day. It's easy to make friends. And you have that student feel, everyone in York, it's more of a cycling city as well, so everyone's cycling around, everyone's walking around. So it's really easy to get about, see people and do things.
Lovely. Thank you so much for your time, and stay safe as well.
Thank you very much. You too.